Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys how I made this crop top with asymmetric neckline and puff sleeve. So please keep watching till the end. So guys, I've gone ahead to fold the lining into two. I'll be cutting the lining and then I'll place it on the main fabric. So I've drawn a line at the upper side which will serve as my starting point, and then I'm going to be marking the length of the top. So because it's going to be a crop top, I'm making use of 18 inches, but we're making it to be 19 because of sewing allowance both at the upper side and the down part. So I'll go ahead and mark it and then draw a straight line to this other side. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to be dividing my shoulder by 2. My shoulder is 15, divided by 2 is 7.5. I'll go ahead and add half an inch, making it to be 8 inches for sewing allowance. So I will just go ahead and mark it, and then I will move down by 1 inch for shoulder slope from there, and then from there I'll be marking my armhole as well. So I'll divide my shoulder by 2, I'll use it as my armhole, and then I'll draw a straight line. And from where the armhole stop, I will draw a straight line to this other side, which will serve as my chest measurement. Divide my bust by 4 because it's folded into 2, and then the back as well. And then I'll add extra sewing allowance to this side. I also divide my waist measurement by 4. I'll mark it and then add 1.5 for sewing allowance as well. So I'll just go ahead and connect it to the bust measurement, just the same way you see like this. So the next thing is that I'm going to divide my armhole by 2, so I'll be placing it from there and then marking the midpoint, and then from that point I'm going in by half of an inch. I'll just move in by half of an inch because this is actually the front piece. So I'll use my armhole curve and then curve it just the same way you see like this. So guys, I'll go ahead and mark the neck width of about 3.5 inches. I'll mark the neck width of 3.5 inches, and then I'm going down for the depth of about 6 inches, and this, depending on your own preference, can make use of 5, 5.5 or even 7, depending on how deep you want it. So I want mine to be at 6, so I'll go ahead and mark the 6 inches right there. So guys, from this point as well, I'll mark the 3.5 inches, and then I'll connect the straight line to the upper side. Just connect the straight line like this, and then to the upper side as well, to actually form a square line. And I'll go ahead and slant the shoulder just the same way you see like this, and I'll also do the same thing to the other side. I will draw the same measurement at this other side. You see actually how it looks like. Just do the same measurement that you did at the other side. So after doing that, I'm going to cut out everything now. So guys, as you can see, I actually made a mistake when I was transferring the measurements at this other side, both from the armhole and then the straight line, but I actually corrected it. And then you see, this is actually the midpoint. So to create that asymmetric neckline, we are going to be carving it starting from there to the other side, just the same way you see like this. So for me, I'm going to be making use of my curved rule. I will just go ahead and mark it like that, and then complete it with my free hand. So guys, after doing that, I will just go ahead and cut out everything following the marked lines, just the same way you see like this. So guys, for the back side, I've gone ahead to use the front as a template. The only thing is I added a zip allowance, and then the neckline is going to be different. So I'm going to be marking the neck width of 3.5 as well, and then the neck depth I'm making use of 1.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark it and then connect it to the other side. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and cut out everything. So guys, I'm actually done cutting out. This is actually how the front piece look like, and then the 2 back pieces as well. So guys, this is actually how it looks like. You see that the back have sewing allowance, so I'll be using it to cut on the main fabrics. As you can see, the front, I also intended to place on the lining of the front piece to actually cut on the the fabric itself. So when I'm actually done with the front, I'll also go ahead and place the 2 back pieces as well and cut on the main fabric. So guys, this is actually how they look like. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to place the right sides facing each other. I actually made a mistake here when I was cutting it. I wanted this asymmetric neckline to be at the right, but I made a mistake, so you be careful. So I'll just go ahead and sew the neckline and the sides and the downside. I will do the same thing to these back pieces as well. So guys, before I actually sew the down part, I removed about 1/4 inch so that when I sew it, the lining will not be showing from outside. So I went ahead to sew it all the way around. I already sewed the front piece, so I will just join the back pieces and then take it and then neatly iron it, notch it before turning it, and then trim the excess. So guys, I'm actually done sewing it, and I also turn it out inside out and neatly iron it. This is how it looks like. And then I also did the same thing to the back pieces as well. And I also folded this zip allowance at the back. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to be placing the right sides of the pieces facing each other, just the same way you see like this. So on this shoulder line, I'm going to open it up with a good side facing each other and the lining facing each other. I will take it and sew it about 1/4 inch. I will do the same thing to the other side as well. So guys, I'm actually done doing that. As you can see, I'm done sewing the shoulder. I went also in there to neatly iron it. So the next thing is that I'm going to be fixing the zip on the dress. So the zip is actually longer, so I'll place it like that, and then I'll sew it and hold it before cutting the excess. So guys, I'm also done sewing the zip on the dress, and this is actually how it looks like. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to place the 2 sides of the pieces facing each other, just the same way you see like this. And I also went ahead to sew these 2 long ropes that will be tying at the back of the top. So I'll be placing it inside like this, leaving about 1/2 inch from the down part. I'll place it like this, and then I'll cover it up, insert my measurements, and then go ahead and sew it. Do the same thing to this other side as well. So guys, I'm actually done doing that. I'm done sewing this side, as you can see. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to be sewing this puff sleeve that I already had it. I removed it from an old dress that was sewing, so I'll just go ahead and sew 1/2 inch round and do the same thing to the other side. So guys, this is actually how it looks like after joining the sleeve on the top, and then everything is ready, the zip and everything. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, and also share as well. Bye.